Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. The national stages of the Miss Universe competition have been taking place, and Miss Netherlands was crowned just a few days ago. Turns out that the most beautiful woman in the Netherlands is a man. Perhaps they haven't looked at his nether regions. It does make you wonder what the judges have been smoking, doesn't it? Anyway, Italy say that they are going to do away with all that nonsense, and they're insisting that only biological women can take part in the Miss Italy contest. Thank heavens for that. I don't want to make that mistake again. And so there we have this clause in there, and of course the trans are up in arms, saying, "Oh, it's not fair. It's not fair. They want to be the most beautiful woman in Italy." I suggest that they can just perhaps be the most beautiful trans in Italy. Why do they need to keep pushing themselves into women's spaces? And that's assuming that the women do have spaces. The one from Miss Netherlands doesn't. Anyway, we'll have a look at this here to see why they're insisting that only women can take place in a woman's beauty pageant. Here goes. So, Miss Italy beauty pageant bans biological males from competition. There's a picture of a few beautiful ladies. Italian beauty pageant Miss Italy has banned biological males from entering its competition. Patrizia Miragliani, who oversees the nation's beauty pageant, said, "Only women since birth are welcome to compete while she is in charge of the event, and let's hope she remains in charge of the event for a long time." Mirigliani told Radio Cusano in a recent interview that there'll be no trans at Miss Italy, which is a good thing. It's the most popular beauty contest in the country, and that any beauty competitions that allow biological male competitors only do so because they want to create media buzz. Yeah, I mean, they're learning, oh, look at us, we're being virtuous, oh, look at this. And then you get some bloke standing there, you know, big Adam's apple, manly hands, oh, look at me. And then they all stand in a way like this, in exactly the same way that no woman ever stands, you know. Anyway, she said, lately, beauty contests have been trying to make the news by also using strategies that I think are a bit absurd, Mirigliani said. Miss Italia, on the other hand, will not jump on the glittery bandwagon of trans activism. I automatically love this woman. Therefore, as long as Miragliani is at the helm of Miss Italy, only those who are women, biologically speaking, can participate, and not those who perceive themselves as such, Il Primato Nazionale reported. Since it was born, my competition has foreseen its regulation, the clarification according to which one must be a woman from birth. And of course, this is happening more and more. The trans activism is being rejected. It's certainly now being rejected in virtually every sport. Quite clearly cheating by inadequate men with tiny penises, but not so tiny as you can't notice them. They're not very good. They can't compete against men, so they go, I'll pretend to be a woman so I can win a cup. Thus taking prize money, glory, opportunities away from real women. It's actually misogynistic, I think. It's massively misogynistic for men to pretend to be women. Why can't just women be women? If you want to be trans, but have your own competition. Have trans football, trans golf, whatever you want to call it. Nobody actually cares, you know that. Obviously, you won't get much prize money because nobody's going to put money into it. Nobody cares. You're not going to get a huge audience. But you know, hey, it stops you cheating. But it's also other things. We're seeing the pushback. Budweiser lost 27 billion off its share price. It's out. It was the king of beers, they called it, the number one beer seller in America. It's now not even in the top 10. It's how bad it is. Target gone. Disney losing billions because of identity politics and pushing everything down a gay agenda and a trans agenda all the time in everything they do. They're now selling. They're having a fire sale because they can't keep it. Its chances are one of the American theme parks will have to go. Probably the Californian one. It is that bad. All these companies that push for, oh, we're going to be this and progressive and trans and that, and they're all going bankrupt. Because at the end of the day, they forget the one basic truth. Get woke, go broke. Because we are many and they are few. And if you start pushing your product towards the minority market, the majority walk away. And then you lose all your money and your company goes down the pan. Always pitch to your audience. Who is your biggest set of customers? Pitch to them. Otherwise, you see what happens. You go bankrupt. Anyway, Merigliani also pointed out that over recent years, Miss Italy has softened the standards of its beauty pageant. There probably is a Miss Offaly, because you've got Offaly in Ireland, of course, now. Anyway, she said it's all part of the new way of talking about women, but we try not to facilitate everything that is excessive to accentuate the aesthetics. Excesses are not good, and she is right. The news of Miss Italy remaining a women's only competition comes as the Netherlands deals with its first biological male, who identifies as a woman, was crowned as Miss Netherlands and will go on to compete for the title of Miss Universe later in El Salvador this year. Now, I once saw a sign that said Miss Luton. I thought it's either a beauty pageant or a piece of very wise advice. Yeah, but again, it's there. At least she's standing up, and it is going to be a women-only competition. And this is safe for the women there. Because the last thing these girls want is when they're sitting in the changing rooms getting ready and to clothes on there, they don't want some biological man standing there with this huge whacker coming out and pointing at them, because he's looking at all these beautiful naked women. And you can't blame anyone. And, well, obviously if they're gay, they're not going to be attracted to them. But any sort of straight man in a room full of naked Miss World hopefuls, let's face it, it's going to be standing to attention, isn't it? It's going to be. Because men. See a naked lady who's really attractive? What do you do? What do you do? Anyway, that's the last thing they want. Because, of course, all these men who pretend to be women, most of them go, oh, I'm a lesbian now. Yeah, they're a lesbian because they're actually straight men with a fetish. Last thing they want to do is be a real woman and have a cock put inside them. Anyway, I shall finish that and come up. I'll just leave that there just for one more second. Just look at the beautiful ladies. There we go. What's truly satisfying is that it will really, really annoy the trans lobby. They will be banging at the doors of this place, demanding that they be let in, allowed to compete as women, even though they're not. No one's stopping them having their own pageant. Go and have your own pageant. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But you can't keep pushing in on ladies' spaces. Give women their own damn thing. Why do you hate women so much that you want to remove from them everything? It's because you're sad, inadequate little men who want to be pandered and fussed over. Did you not get enough love as from your mother? Is that what it is? Oh, look at me. I'm so inadequate as a man. I'm going to pretend to be a woman just so I can make something of my life. You need to grow up. Anyway, I shall stop there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see and hear on the channel, do please hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a like, leave a comment, please share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and just check, just in case. Bye.